What to do when you relapse, whether it's on drugs, alcohol, weed, just back to bad habits that are mad detrimental to your life. First thing you got to do is accept you have relapsed. Just accept it. You can't turn back from it. You can only look forward from now on. If you dwell on it, you're never going to be able to move forward. Just accept you have relapsed. What can I do right now to build my future? You must continue to build your future. Don't stop. Don't dwell on it. Because when you dwell on it, that will leave you stuck in the past. You'll think of all these reasons why you relapsed. You shouldn't have been here. You shouldn't have been around that person. Like, you can think of all these excuses on why you relapsed. You've done it. You have to move on from it. You have to understand relapsing is a part of the process. It's growth. It's growth. Some people relapse and relapse and relapse over and over again. I used to be one of those people. I've relapsed over 100 times. I've done it. I've been there. I know how it feels. I've relapsed on coke. I've relapsed on weed, alcohol, just other little habits that might not seem big, but they are big. Like all these small little bad habits you have that you know you shouldn't be doing in the back of your mind. You know that they're ruining you. They build up. You have to be zoned in. You have to be zoned in, because if you're not zoned in for even 1 second, a relapse can happen. You have to be zoned in at all times in your life. You have to be prepared. Life is preparation. When you're not prepared, that's how relapses happen. And you have to understand, whatever's caused you to relapse, you need to make a change there. You need to change something. You might need to change the time you go to sleep. You might need to change who you hang around with. You might need to change what you do in the daytime. Things need to change, but you're the only one who can make that change. When you relapse, first of all, you have to accept it's all on you. It's your fault. Don't go around pointing fingers at other people, blaming them on why you relapsed. If you're a grown man, you have to take responsibility. I've relapsed on weed so many times. When I used to smoke weed, I used to say to myself, I'm going to quit every day. Every single day for about 5-6 years. I was saying to myself, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. This is going to be my last day. This is going to be my last week. I'm going to quit on Monday. I'm going to start fresh on Monday. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to start my clean diet. I'm going to stop drinking, stop smoking weed, and change my whole life on Monday. Why does everybody want to wait till Monday to change their lives? If you want to change your life for the better, there's no waiting around. Why the fuck would you wait around to change your life, to make it better? Why would you wait till Monday? Why? And when you have that mindset, when you want to wait till Monday to change your life, that change will never stick. Because when you put a time limit on that start date, you subconsciously put a time limit on that end date. You have to start now. The less organized your life is, the less goals you have in your life, the less structure you have in your life, the more likely you are to relapse. The more likely you are to seek that instant gratification and turn back to the weed, turn back to the alcohol, just turn back to your negative habits, because they're easy to do. Tell me one bad habit you have that's hard to do. I'll wait. There are none. They're all easy. All the good habits you want in your life, going to the gym, eating clean, waking up early, they seem hard when you have these bad habits in your life along with them. But if you just simply remove the bad habits, going to the gym becomes easy. Waking up early becomes easy. These are simple things. These are simple good habits we all want. Everybody has these same few things in common. We all want discipline. Tell me one person out there who doesn't want discipline. Everybody wants discipline. Tell me one person out there who doesn't want to be in shape. Everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody wants to be motivated. Everybody wants a clean diet. Everybody wants their skin to look clear. Everybody wants to drive a nice car and have money and not worry about their finances. Everybody wants these things. We all have these same things in common. We all have them in common. All you have to do is see the people who have clear skin, see the people who have money, who are disciplined, and do what they're doing. It's as simple as that. And if you're doing the opposite, you're going to have the opposite of everything these people have. It's as simple as that. Like, you have to understand what your vices are, what you need to stay away from. What are you relapsing on? You relapsed on weed again? Again? For the fucking 50th time, you bitch. You need to fucking man up and stop relapsing on the same fucking bad habits over and over again. I was relapsing on weed from the age of 18 up to the age of 26. So that's a good fucking 8 years. I kept relapsing on weed over and over again, knowing I shouldn't be smoking weed. And every fucking day I would tell myself, I'm going to stop smoking weed. I'm going to stop smoking weed. For years. Until one day, I just said, fuck this, I'm done with it. I'm changing my whole life. Because when you just try and change a few little bits of your life, it's not going to work, because your life needs to change fully if you want to change it. You need to change your life in all aspects. You can't just change your life in one aspect thinking your whole life's going to change. It's not going to change like that. You need to fucking be in or out. Are you in or are you out? You need to take this serious. You need to be fully committed to changing your life, to minimize the chance of that slip up happening, to minimize the chance of you relapsing again, putting you back in fucking square one, putting you back in negative square one. That's where I was, in negative square one. And then I had to work my way back up just to get to surface level again, just to get back to neutral, just to get back to normal. And that's what a lot of people are doing. Think about all the problems you have in your life right now. You created them. You created these problems. You just grew up and you fucking created a whole bunch of bullshit that you got to clear up now. That's what these drugs do to people. That's what these substances. We're not meant to be smoking. We're not meant to be drinking. We're not meant to be doing drugs and seeking instant gratification. We're not meant to be doing that. We're meant to be building. We're builders. We're meant to fucking make this world a better place for the next generation coming up. Because if you're not contributing nothing to the world and you're just being a fucking loser, seeking instant gratification, seeking fun, you need to get the fuck out of everybody's way. Stay the fuck out of everybody's way who's trying to fucking become something with their lives. Stay out of their way, because if you're not making way, you're just in the way. And if you're in the way, you're a waste of space, and I don't want to fucking see you. People who are trying to become something great with their lives can't be fucking hanging around people who ain't trying to do something great with their lives. One of the biggest reasons why people actually do relapse is because they actually believed they won't turn back to that bad habit again. See, that's the thing. You need to understand you can get got. You need to stay ready, because them temptations will come again. And you need to be ready to fight back against those temptations. Because if you walk around here thinking you're not going to relapse, thinking you've solved the problem, you'll never smoke again, you'll never drink again, you'll never touch drugs again. If you actually think you're not going to do it again, you're not ready. But if you actually know them temptations are coming and I could slip up, now you're ready to fight them temptations off. But if you walk around here like you ain't never going to do it again, you're not battle ready. You're not war ready. And you have to be prepared for war. Them temptations are like soldiers attacking your fucking fortress. That's what they are. And you need to protect your fortress at all times. You are the fortress. Them temptations are fucking troops attacking you. And you need to be ready. You could be under attack at any time. Them temptations mean you're under attack, so you need to fight them off. But if you're not ready, if you think they're not going to come and attack you, you're not ready to fight them off, are you? So you need to understand them temptations are coming and you need to be ready. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get got. Anybody can slip up. Anybody can slip up. People at the top slip up. And you'll learn a fucking very harsh lesson if you don't stay ready for these temptations to come, because they are coming. I say it all the time. I was a victim to my own temptations, and I bet you've been the victim to your own temptations. It's inevitable. Everybody slips up from time to time, but you have to minimize these chances of these slip-ups happening. I know I could slip up again. I haven't drank alcohol for over 2 years. I haven't smoked weed, done any substances for over 2 years. Nothing. Not smoked shisha, not smoked a cigarette, not even toked anything. Nothing. But I'm not in a safe zone. You're never in a safe zone. Them temptations could come again. Them temptations do slightly come every now and again. They do. But I'm ready for them. I do get temptations from time to time just to smoke a cigarette. Not to smoke weed, because I generally don't like smoking weed anymore. Just to toke on something. Just to inhale something. I do get those temptations. Very subtly. But quickly, I shut them temptations down. They only last for about 5 seconds. No longer than that. A lot of people allow these temptations to last for minutes, hours, days, weeks. If you're allowing these temptations you get to last for 2, 3, 4 days, you're going to relapse. You're gonna relapse. You have to shut these temptations down. You have to notice and realize at the time you get these temptations and fucking work. Use brain work. Use your brain power to fight them off. That's it. That's all it is at the end of the day. Whenever you relapsed, the reason why you relapsed is because you wasn't fighting back. You wasn't mentally fighting back. You was allowing it to take you down. You wasn't ready. And you have to stay ready. You You wasn't building up your confidence enough through your daily habits, doing what you know you're supposed to do. That's the thing. That's why you have to show up at the gym. That's why you have to stick to a clean diet, wake up early. We all know it. I know everybody in the world knows they must wake up early the same time every day. Everybody knows they must be in the gym. Everybody knows they must be sticking to a clean diet. We all know that. And when you're not doing those simple things, you're more likely to relapse because you're weakening yourself mentally. You're more likely to. As soon as you relapse, the next day, that GSR starts kicking in. That guilt, that shame, that regret. It starts kicking in. Regret is your guidance, telling you what you must and what you mustn't do with your life. You can't fight against that. You can't fight against your gut feeling. That's why when you relapse, that's when all that guilt, shame, regret kicks in. It's telling you, don't fucking do it again. This is going to happen every single time you do it. Every time you relapse, you're going to feel these feelings, and they're going to get even worse every time. They get worse every time. Every time you relapse, it's worse. It gets worse. You get weaker. You get more scared. You face more pain. You put more fear and doubt into your heart. You make your life harder. That's the thing. And you don't want to have to dig yourself a deeper and deeper and deeper hole that will be impossible, that will feel impossible to climb out of if you don't put an end to your shit right now. Start building your life right now. Start working on yourself right now. If you've relapsed recently, get to work right now. It's done. The best way to fucking recover from a relapse is getting straight into action. Straight into action. Putting in work instantly. And that's it. That's the best thing you can do. Or don't do it. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. But you have to push through these fucking hard times. If you want to be hard, you got to do what's hard. If you want to be a soft little pussy, then do what's easy. And continue fucking up your life.